much needed excitement to the endless monotony of 2020 yesterday. Ah, thanks, Laurie. I'm glad that was a little highlight for you.
It was for me too.
Congratulations, you two, and a love heart. I'm looking forward to hearing all the behind the scenes goss. While we're on that subject, Laurie did send me a little question for the supermarket sweep part, but we already did it earlier, so I'm going to bring it in now. She asked, was it about, did we get... No, it's in the other chat. It was about whether we got time to talk to Rylan.
Oh, about Big Brother?
Yeah. What's that chat? Is it girls?
Girl Powers.
Anyway, I can't remember what it's called. What?
Girl Powers.
Wasn't even in there. Maybe it was directly. I think she said, like, did we get a chance to chat with Rylan off screen? I think she said that. And I kind of answered this already, but because we were so late getting there, it was such a rush, like I felt like we kind of were on the back foot, like the other teams had been waiting for us, so they'd been talking to each other. They'd probably bonded, yeah, exactly, and we were in the middle of them, so but no, I didn't really get much chance to see Rylan, not during filming, and also trying to engage with Rylan when he's effectively at work is a little bit hard.
Of course.
Like, at times, I wanted to talk to Rylan, and I said things to him, but he was obviously distracted because something was going off in his ear, and he was getting stage directions, so he couldn't really connect with Rylan on the same level that we had at Big Brother.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because he was literally in front of the camera.
Doing his job.
Yeah, he was doing his job. And I get to gossip with him about Big Brother. I just said to him, you know, like, Rylan, best shows was like such a positive, like, such a positive. It was like, I was like, Rylan, well done on best shows. It was so good to see Big Brother back on Channel 4. And I was like, I did say to Rylan, no shade. Are you allowed to say? I mean, Rylan, no shade to Emma, but you and Davina would be my dream team. Yeah. And Rylan just kind of, you know, just kind of laughed it off, or didn't really engage. But he went, thanks, it's really nice of you to say. And I said, what do you think? What are the chances are? And he goes, you know, it's like, it's baby steps. That's what he said. It's
is that what he said?
He said, baby steps.
Okay.
So Rylan is... Trust me that Rylan, I think, is doing what he can to try and get Big Brother back on the screen.
That'll be on the front of the Daily Star. Probably not.
So there you go, Laurie. That's your question answered. And then let's go on to what you said about BB22.
That's a good scoop.
Or shall we play James's voice?
No, do the rest of Laurie's.
Laurie said, I gave up watching live feeds, detrimental to my mental health, and relying on WhatsApp, Twitter, Taryn and Jolene. Who's Jolene?
Oh, that's another
Jolene.
Laurie's listened to that I just don't have time to listen to.
To keep me up to date now, it's impossible to like 99% of these puppets. What about Ian's puppet? Do you like him?
What is Ian's puppet called?
Snappy Doo. I don't know.
Him to win.
All Stars. Bollocks, she says in bold letters. The edit CBS is giving their favourites is ridiculous. End of rant.
I want to know what's different from the edit to what is actually happening. How different is it?
Yeah, because
how divergent
also,
is it?
Somebody else told us that BB22 was a dumpster fire this week, didn't they? Start off now, loyal listener. Laurie, hashtag Team Day for AFP.
No, what about Janelle? And Kayser.
Oh, I want Kayser for AFP, but he won't be. But I feel like because of what Kayser was like representing, he should be.
Although if Day keeps going, then yes. But I'm just biased because I'm Team Kayser and Janelle. But they can't both win it, so yeah, maybe Day. Yeah. Day.
I asked James from Judy God Pod if he wanted to put his voice onto the podcast because, you know, James is a friend and I miss
Judy
his voice.
Girl. Check out Judy Girl.
Supermarket Sweep is one of my all-time favorite shows. I used to watch religiously as a kid. I used to dream about running through those aisles and grabbing them turkeys and them inflatables and throwing them in my cart and running around. And I auditioned for the U.S. version, and the producers were interested in having me on the show, but they didn't like who I chose as my partner, so we were trying to find a partner for me, and it just didn't work because everybody that I chose was unable to do it in one way or another. But when Gaz told me he was auditioning for the UK version, I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. I would much rather see my friend do it if I can't do it, you know? So I was so excited when he told me that he actually was doing it, and getting to watch it yesterday was so fun, and seeing them win the way that they won, it was incredible to watch. And I was so proud and so just elated at the whole experience, because it was actually a really good episode, and it was really funny.
It was.
And they did such a good job, and it was a little tense because it was kind of neck and neck between those teams, so it was great. So I really enjoyed it, and I'm so happy that you got to do it, because I know how much you love reality TV and games and all of those things. So it was just a great experience, and I'm happy that it worked out the way that it did, and y'all were such an amazing team. So congratulations!
Aww. He's such a lovely person, isn't he?
I absolutely love James
he's
to pieces.
He's such a lovely person.
Do you know what I was thinking about that? He just said, like, it was so nice to see a friend on this show, and it's like, I do think of James as a friend, but he's a friend that, like, if I'll ever be in front of him, I don't know whether I'll meet him face to face, you know?
He's a cool guy, and it's funny because he's always on his podcast saying how much shit he gets on Twitter and stuff. I just think, how could you even disagree with a word he says? Because he's such a cool guy. Like, and I feel like he's quite fair, and he's definitely not as nasty as we fucking are. So. He's just a cool person. That's nice.
That's really nice.
I couldn't find any. Have you got any video in WhatsApp? Because I can't find it on YouTube.
Possibly. Oh, you were on YouTube.
James.
Laurie definitely sent us the Anita Vito.
I am listening to Judy Girl. I'm just a couple behind, so I need to retweet
Dave
them.
Vaughn and Nicole A meet Anita Vito.
Oh, that sounds good.
Sounds promising.
How long is it?
It's loading. We might get
copyright.
this video is no longer available because the YouTube account associated with the video has been closed. That's weird. Anita Vito.
I looked on YouTube. I couldn't see anything.
We
left it too long. I need a veto.
Kevin One Vito comes up though, which is relevant because Anita Vito is Kevin's alter ego.
And he actually did win one, so that was good.
Oh.
That's a shame.
There you go. Never sleep on a video that Laurie sends you.
No. Loyal listener Laurie, she knows what's up. So that's pretty much it, I think.
Yeah, that is it. It's been a long ride. It's coming up to 4 hours. What have you got?
Oh, nothing. Just Matthew Pagazani was saying,
hi, Matthew.
Congrats. I was listening to Rob Has a Podcast, and he had a tweet.
From Gaz.
He had he had an email from Matthew Pagazani.
Oh.
And Rob mispronounced his name. It wasn't an email. It was just like a question, like a one line. He just called him Matthew Pagazani or something. And I was like, shit.
Have we been saying
that? Exactly. That's I thought, oh fuck, have we been saying his name wrong this whole time? Then I looked. No, we were right, and Rob was wrong. So fuck you, Rob.
Nah.
Pronounce your listeners' names correctly.
Put some respect on their names.
Yeah, like we do. Like our proper hardcore listeners, we don't fuck up their names. So think on Rob's sister, Nino.
Also, correct.
That's a complicated name in itself.
Corrections from earlier. Jenny McAlpine is the person.
Thank you.
I don't know why I was thinking of Jenny Frost for some reason.
Bitch,
and
you should apologise for that, because I
take it
bowed
back.
to you and was like, oh yeah, I probably am wrong. No,
You were right.
I was right.
And also, the US host is Leslie Jones, who was in Ghostbusters.
Are we doing the corrections at the end of the episodes now?
Well, you know, the WhatsApp message, Alfie's going to correct me on Jenny McAlpine hours ago.
Alfie hasn't put anything
just
else
to say...
in the fact-checking section, has he?
No, he hasn't.
It was just that Memphis stuff.
Questionable Memphis videos.
Keep your eye on Memphis. We got him on the watch list. Don't you worry.
Do you know, if Memphis is saying offensive shit, he shouldn't be in there anymore, and it's CBS's lookout.
Throw the rule book at him. Like, hard. Like I did with the Argos catalogue with my ex-boyfriend one time.
A hard kombucha.
We should
comes
toast
back
with
around
that.
in
Oh.
the end. Toast? Oh, with a hard kombucha. Right, if you want to get your views on the podcast next week, email us to
blah 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 blah
bbonblastpod
at
gmail.com. Sorry, Lynn's doing the jingle.
I'm doing points of view jingle. Points of view.
God, I haven't seen points of view in years.
Oh, I love points of view. If it's
All
a bad
complaining about diversity.
Yeah, if it's someone complaining, they do this voice. Why? Blah, 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 blah. And if it's someone doing a comment, they go, oh, hello. Oh, this show was
points of view is only about the BBC content.
Yeah, it's fucking biased as fuck. Anyway, follow me on Twitter, like VM.
Follow me on Twitter at BB_superfan.
Follow BB on Blast. Look on our Facebook page. There's a link to watch Gaz
Supermarket
on
Suite?
Supermarket Suite.
Is there?
Well, I put up just the ICV link, but if you need another link,
We've got an illicit
we've
link.
got an illicit link. We'll put that up on the black market. No, we'll charge you a few quid for that one. Just make a donation on Beyond Blasters PayPal account. Listen, no.
Read your book.
Read my book, First Aid Kit Girl. Listen.
Mm-hmm. And if you have read it, write a nice review on Amazon as well.
Yeah, to counteract those
That takes a couple of
dodgy
minutes.
ass ones. And what else? Subscribe.
Follow us on Twitter at BB on Blast.
Do a review.
Send us a DM if you can't be bothered to email us. We want to hear your voices, your views. And
I've actually lost the ability to speak.
oh, well, that's a good time to end the fucking podcast, isn't it?
Thank you for your emails. Sorry about Big Brother. It's not our fault though.
It's never our fault.
We love you, Ian.
Shout out to my friend Ian, personal friend of the show.
my friend Gaz.
Who is that Gaz? If anyone can find me that Gaz, send them to me. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Woo!